chose to talk about was depression in college students. And basically the reason I chose this topic was because mental illness right now is the forefront of college health. With an increase in awareness about mental illness, a lot of research has been done in this topic, and I think this is a really pressing issue in today's day and age. So basically, depression is just not being sad sometimes because you failed your oral final or you miss your parents. It's an actual mental illness, and it causes a persistent feeling of sadness and a depressed state. It can cause physical symptoms too, which I will talk about later on. And it's called different things like major depressive disorder and clinical depression, and it affects how you think, feel, and behave. And it is right now, suicide is the second leading cause of death in college students, and it's the third leading cause of death in young adults. That's 15 to 24, and college students ages 20 to 24. It's the second leading cause. So there are a lot of different signs and symptoms of depression, and as you can see, there's a lot of them. Insignificant weight loss or gain, too much sleep or getting too little sleep. It's being in fatigue or low energy state nearly every day, feeling of worthlessness or inappropriate guilt, recurring thoughts of death or suicide. And the DSM, which is the Diagnostic and Statistical Model for Mental Illness, right now states that you need at least 5 of these for a duration of 2 weeks to be considered depression. And that's basically because it is an extended amount of time that you're feeling this way, and you just don't want to say that you have depression when you're just feeling sad, but it is something that lasts for a period that is a lot longer. So in this chart you can see the red line is the unipolar depression, which shows that you may be in this cycle of being sad or in a depressed mood for a longer amount of time. And the euthymic state, which is the center line, basically is just you normally being happy or just not in a sad state. But in people with depression, they have this cycle of being very depressed, going maybe back up to not being as depressed, and then going back down. They don't really go about that all in being happy, which would be somewhere above this line. So another reason why I chose this topic was because of all the statistics that I read. And basically in a study in Massachusetts, they did a research study in Boston schools, and they gave a survey to students, and out of the 701 students that replied, 14% showed having very severe depressive symptoms, and they said about half of those could probably be diagnosed with depression. And in the American College Health Association, in 2000, they said 10% of college students have been diagnosed with depression. And in different statistics, 19% of young people contemplate suicide every year or attempt it. And like I said, suicide is the second leading cause of death in college students. So these statistics really did worry me, and I know Emory is doing a lot to help students. It has a lot to do with the amount of stress that students are put under. Every year, college freshmen come in, and they are one of the leading causes of this because they come in, they have a lot of stress, they've never been in this situation before. The National Center for Mental Health actually says that 30% of freshmen feel overwhelmed most of the time, and they're the ones that really do go into these depressive states. And where to get help on campus, the Student Counseling Center is one of the major ones. And there's the Emory Helpline, which is open from 8 p.m. to 1 p.m., 1 a.m. I mean. And you can call them. There's Residential Life, who can call for psychiatrists on call, and in emergency situations, you can always call 911 in case one of your roommates is contemplating suicide. And basically, it's something that's been coming across that's been a major problem for freshmen right now because they're feeling so stressed out, and there are many different ways to deal with your stress. But if they can't, there's always maybe a reason, because it's not just that they're being sad, but they actually have mental